Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your biggest obstacle. The Stoics knew that true power comes from within. It's not about what happens to you, but how you respond. Master your thoughts, and you master your life. In this video, we'll uncover 10 powerful Stoic principles to help you stay unshaken, build unbreakable resilience, and take full control of your destiny. Stick around, and don't forget to subscribe to the Stoic Code channel for more timeless wisdom. 1. Control your perception. Reality is shaped by your mind. The world isn't what it is, it's what you make of it. Two people can experience the same event and interpret it in entirely different ways. One sees a challenge as a curse, the other as an opportunity. This is the core of Stoic wisdom. You don't control what happens, but you control how you see it. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, understood this well. He ruled as a Roman emperor during wars, plagues, and betrayal, yet he maintained inner peace. How? He trained his mind to separate facts from emotions. He refused to see setbacks as personal attacks, but rather as opportunities to strengthen his character. Modern life throws curveballs, unexpected bills, harsh criticism, or even failed relationships. Most people panic or complain. The Stoic, however, takes a deep breath and asks, is this truly bad, or is it only my interpretation making it so? The moment you question your perception, you take back control. Practical exercise. Next time something frustrates you, stop and describe it objectively, as if you were an outsider. Instead of "I was humiliated," say, "Someone said words, and I heard them." By removing emotional weight, you strip away unnecessary suffering. The mind is a lens through which we see the world. If your lens is clouded with fear and negativity, everything looks dark. But if you train yourself to find growth in every experience, life transforms. This is why the Stoic perspective is a superpower. It allows you to remain calm in storms, find clarity in chaos, and see life as it is, without distortion. No one can take your perception from you. No boss, no enemy, no random stranger on the internet. When you master your perspective, you master your reality. 2. Master your emotions. Power lies in self-control. Emotions are like fire. When controlled, they provide warmth and light, but when unchecked, they burn everything in their path. A Stoic understands that while emotions are natural, they should never dictate actions. The person who can control their emotions controls their destiny. In daily life, most people react impulsively. Someone insults them, and they lash out. They receive bad news, and they spiral into despair. This is the behavior of someone enslaved by emotion. A Stoic, however, pauses before reacting. They understand that anger, fear, and sadness are temporary, and acting on them without thought leads to regret. Consider Marcus Aurelius. As emperor, he had the power to execute anyone who disrespected him, but he rarely let emotions dictate his judgment. He trained himself to act rationally, not emotionally. Even when betrayed, he responded with wisdom, not vengeance. This level of self-control is what separates the truly powerful from the weak. How to cultivate emotional mastery. One of the most effective ways to gain control over emotions is to practice pausing before reacting. When emotions rise, take a deep breath. Instead of immediately responding, ask yourself, is this reaction helpful? Often, waiting even a few moments prevents unnecessary conflict. Another powerful Stoic technique is detachment. Remind yourself, I am not my anger, I am not my fear. Instead of becoming overwhelmed, observe emotions as passing clouds in the sky. You may feel anger, but you don't have to become anger. Reframing is another essential skill. What if an insult is not an attack, but a test of patience? What if failure is not a defeat, but a lesson? The way you interpret events determines your response. You have the power to redefine every situation. The true strength of self-control. In a world where most people are controlled by their emotions, the one who remains calm stands out. Imagine someone trying to provoke you, yet you respond with calm confidence. This disarms them entirely. Self-control is power. When you control your emotions, you make better decisions, maintain stronger relationships, and earn respect. You no longer waste energy on meaningless conflicts or self-destructive behaviors. Instead, you move through life with clarity and purpose. As the Stoics taught, no one can make you angry, sad, or afraid, unless you allow it. True freedom is found in emotional mastery. 3. Develop an unshakable mindset. Resilience is your greatest weapon. Life is unpredictable. One moment, everything is going well, and the next, chaos strikes. Most people crumble under pressure, but a true Stoic remains steady like a mountain in a storm. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship. It's about facing it with strength and composure. Think about the greatest minds in history. They weren't people who had an easy life. They were those who endured challenges and refused to break. Epictetus was born a slave, yet he became one of the most respected philosophers of all time. He didn't complain about his misfortunes. He used them as fuel for greatness. That's the power of an unshakable mindset. How to build mental toughness. The first step in developing resilience is embracing discomfort. Most people seek comfort, avoiding anything that challenges them. But avoiding discomfort makes you weak. Stoics deliberately expose themselves to hardship, fasting, cold showers, or physical exertion, not because they enjoy suffering, but because it strengthens them. When you train yourself to endure discomfort, you become unbreakable in real challenges. Another crucial practice is acceptance of what you cannot control. Many people waste time worrying about things outside their influence, other people's opinions, past mistakes, or even the weather. A Stoic focuses only on what they can control: their actions, their mindset, and their reactions. Once you stop fighting reality and start adapting, you gain immense power. Reframing challenges as opportunities. Instead of seeing difficulties as obstacles, view them as tests. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove your strength. Lost your job? It's a chance to start something better. Facing rejection? It's a lesson in resilience. When you shift your perspective, nothing can break you. Take inspiration from Marcus Aurelius, who ruled Rome during war, plague, and betrayal. Instead of complaining, he reminded himself, the obstacle is the way. What was meant to stop him became fuel for his greatness. You can apply the same mindset to your own life. The power of an unshakable mindset. When you develop mental resilience, you stop being a victim of circumstances. You become the kind of person who thrives under pressure, who others look up to for strength. No matter what life throws at you, you remain calm, focused, and unstoppable. Hardship is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Choose to be resilient. 4. Master emotional control. Power lies in your reactions. In a world where people are quick to react, emotional control is a rare and powerful skill. Most people let their emotions dictate their actions. Anger leads to outbursts, fear causes hesitation, and sadness drains motivation. But a Stoic Sigma individual understands that true power lies in mastering one's emotions, not being controlled by them. Imagine two people facing the same insult. One explodes in rage, shouting and losing control. The other remains calm, unfazed, and simply responds with wisdom or silence. Who has the real power? The one who lets their emotions rule them, or the one who controls their response? Power isn't about dominance, it's about self-mastery. How to master emotional control. The first step is self-awareness. Most people react without thinking because they aren't aware of their emotional triggers. Take a step back and observe yourself. When do you lose control? What situations make you angry, insecure, or fearful? By understanding your emotions, you gain the ability to manage them before they take over. Another essential practice is delayed reaction. When emotions rise, don't act immediately. Take a breath. Count to 10 if necessary. The few seconds of delay give your rational mind time to regain control. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Instead of reacting impulsively, train yourself to pause and respond with intention. Emotions as tools, not masters. Emotions are not the enemy. They exist for a reason, but they should serve you, not rule you. Anger can fuel determination, fear can enhance caution, and sadness can lead to deep reflection. But when emotions are unchecked, they lead to destruction. The key is to use emotions as tools while keeping control over them. Think of a skilled warrior. They don't swing their sword wildly at every threat. They remain poised, calculating, and strike only when necessary. Similarly, a Stoic Sigma individual doesn't waste energy on petty emotional reactions. Instead, they channel their emotions into productive action. The strength of emotional mastery. When you control your emotions, you become unpredictable. No one can manipulate or provoke you because you decide how to respond. This level of self-mastery commands respect and admiration. People will notice your composure, your ability to remain calm under pressure, and they will see you as a leader. Most people are emotional slaves. Be different. 5. Cultivate unshakable confidence. The silent strength of a Sigma. Confidence is often misunderstood. Some believe it's about being loud, dominant, or constantly proving oneself. But true confidence, the kind that defines a Sigma individual, is silent, unshakable, and deeply rooted in self-awareness. It doesn't need validation from others. It doesn't fluctuate based on external circumstances. It is a force that commands respect without demanding it. Think of the most powerful figures in history. They weren't the ones constantly boasting about their abilities. They were the ones who carried themselves with a quiet certainty. Their presence alone made people take notice. This is the power of unshakable confidence. It speaks without words and influences without force. The source of real confidence. Most people try to build confidence the wrong way. They seek approval, chase achievements, or surround themselves with admirers. But this type of confidence is fragile because it relies on external validation. The moment those things disappear, so does the confidence. True confidence, however, is built from within. It comes from self-mastery, competence, and a deep understanding of one's worth. A Sigma doesn't need the world's approval because they already know their value. They don't seek permission to be great. They simply are. The first step to cultivating this type of confidence is self-reliance. When you trust yourself, your skills, your instincts, and your decisions, you no longer need others to reassure you. You become your own foundation. This is why continuous self-improvement is key. The more capable you are, the more confidence naturally grows. Confidence is a habit, not a gift. Many assume that confidence is something people are born with, but it's actually a habit. It's built through action, experience, and resilience. Every time you push yourself beyond your comfort zone, face challenges head-on, and prove to yourself that you can handle life's obstacles, your confidence strengthens. Start small. Keep promises to yourself. If you say you'll wake up early, do it. If you decide to learn a new skill, commit to it. Every time you follow through, you build trust in yourself. And the more you trust yourself, the less you care about what others think. The power of silent confidence. A Sigma doesn't need to boast or seek attention. Their confidence is seen in the way they carry themselves, the way they handle challenges, and the way they remain unaffected by the opinions of others. This makes them incredibly attractive, not just in a romantic sense, but in every area of life. People are drawn to those who move with certainty and purpose. When you walk into a room, your energy should speak before you do. Not because you're trying to impress anyone, but because your self-assurance radiates effortlessly. This is the power of true confidence. It doesn't need to be loud to be noticed. Confidence isn't about proving yourself to others. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable, strong, and unstoppable. Keep sharpening your mind, refining your skills, and staying true to your path. 6. Master emotional control, the power of Stoic resilience. Mastering emotional control is a defining trait of a Sigma individual. While most people allow their emotions to dictate their actions, reacting impulsively to anger, fear, or excitement, a Sigma remains composed. They do not suppress their feelings, but instead observe, process, and respond with precision. This ability sets them apart in a world where emotional reactivity is the norm. Emotional control is a superpower in a society where people are easily triggered. It prevents rash decisions, shields against manipulation, and ensures that no one can break you mentally. While others are caught in emotional storms, the Sigma stands firm, unshaken, and in command of their reality. Their strength lies in their ability to remain logical even when emotions run high. Understanding emotional mastery starts with recognizing that emotions are natural and necessary, but they should never become the master of your actions. Most people react emotionally without thinking, leading to regrets, unnecessary conflicts, and weaknesses that others can exploit. A Sigma, however, operates differently. They acknowledge their emotions without being controlled by them. Instead of reacting instantly, they pause, analyze, and choose the best course of action. This level of self-discipline allows them to navigate life's challenges without losing their balance. One of the most effective ways to strengthen emotional control is through Stoic thinking. The Stoics believed in controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. This mindset is crucial for emotional mastery. You cannot control how others act, but you can always control how you respond. Every situation presents two choices: react impulsively or respond strategically. A Sigma always chooses the latter. Another powerful habit is delaying reactions. When something triggers you, whether it's an insult, a betrayal, or unexpected bad news, train yourself to pause before reacting. Even a few seconds of controlled breathing can prevent an emotional outburst. This simple habit gives you power over your mind, rather than letting the moment dictate your response. Mental toughness also plays a key role in emotional mastery. Hardships, failures, and setbacks are inevitable. Instead of viewing them as reasons to break down, a Sigma uses them as training grounds for resilience. The more adversity they endure without losing control, the stronger they become. Nothing phases a Sigma because they have already faced struggles and emerged stronger. Keeping emotions private is another essential skill. When people can predict your emotions, they can manipulate you. A Sigma keeps their emotions close, only showing what is necessary. Mystery is power. When others don't know what you're thinking, they cannot control or exploit your emotions. In a world where people are constantly overreacting, a person who remains calm under pressure stands out. People respect those who cannot be easily shaken. This trait makes a Sigma highly attractive, not just in relationships, but in leadership, business, and personal interactions. When you have emotional control, you become unpredictable, and unpredictability commands respect. No one knows what you're thinking, and this forces them to treat you with caution and admiration. Weak people fear losing control, but a Sigma embraces it. Mastering your emotions is not about suppressing them. It's about understanding them, managing them, and using them to your advantage. A Sigma doesn't waste energy on unnecessary drama or emotional turmoil. Instead, they remain composed, calculating, and focused on their mission. When others are panicking, they stay calm. When others are emotional, they remain logical. This makes them untouchable in any situation. Emotional control is the mark of true strength. 7. The power of solitude. Thriving in your own company. A Sigma individual thrives in solitude, not because they dislike people, but because they understand the power of self-sufficiency. While society often promotes the idea that happiness and success require constant social interaction, a Sigma knows that true growth happens in solitude. They are comfortable being alone, using that time to reflect, strategize, and build their empire. Unlike extroverts who recharge through socializing, or even introverts who may need selective companionship, a Sigma is entirely self-sustaining. They do not fear loneliness because they have mastered the art of enjoying their own company. This independence gives them an edge over others who rely on external validation or distractions to feel complete. When you are comfortable being alone, you are immune to the pressures that force people into toxic relationships, meaningless friendships, or unproductive social obligations. Solitude is a Sigma's training ground. It is in those quiet moments that they sharpen their minds, refine their skills, and build their inner strength. While the world is busy chasing trends, trying to fit in, or seeking approval, the Sigma is working in the shadows, preparing for greatness. They know that deep thinking, creativity, and true mastery are only possible when the noise of the world is silenced. One of the greatest advantages of embracing solitude is mental clarity. When constantly surrounded by people, it's easy to absorb their energies, opinions, and emotions. This can cloud judgment and weaken decision-making. A Sigma distances themselves from unnecessary influences, ensuring their thoughts remain sharp and their goals remain undisturbed. Their detachment allows them to think independently, making decisions based on logic rather than external pressure. Another key benefit of solitude is emotional stability. Many people struggle with self-worth when they are alone, feeling incomplete without constant interaction. A Sigma, however, understands that solitude is a sign of strength, not weakness. They use this time to build emotional resilience, ensuring that their happiness is not dependent on others. When you are content in your own presence, no one can control you through isolation, rejection, or abandonment. This ability to function alone also makes a Sigma highly adaptable. They are not afraid of change, relocation, or starting over. Because they do not depend on a social network for survival, they can walk away from toxic environments, bad jobs, or unhealthy relationships without hesitation. Their detachment gives them ultimate freedom, the power to move through life on their own terms. While the world is obsessed with constant socialization, a Sigma's ability to stand alone is both rare and admirable. They don't seek validation from crowds, nor do they need a team to accomplish great things. They are lone wolves, operating in silence and making moves that others don't see coming. 8. Emotional resilience, mastering inner strength. A Sigma female is not easily shaken by the ups and downs of life. She possesses a level of emotional resilience that allows her to navigate challenges with grace and composure. This inner strength is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding and managing them effectively. She does not let external circumstances dictate her happiness or self-worth. Instead, she develops the ability to process emotions in a healthy way, ensuring that she remains in control of her responses rather than being controlled by them. One of the key aspects of emotional resilience is self-awareness. A Sigma female takes the time to understand her triggers, fears, and insecurities. She is not afraid to confront her vulnerabilities because she knows that doing so makes her stronger. Through introspection, she learns to reframe negative experiences as opportunities for growth rather than sources of despair. This mindset allows her to bounce back from setbacks quickly, adapting to life's unpredictable nature without losing her sense of self. Unlike those who seek validation from others, the Sigma female derives her confidence from within. She does not rely on external approval to feel secure or valued. This self-reliance makes her incredibly independent, allowing her to make decisions based on logic and intuition rather than societal pressure. When faced with criticism or rejection, she does not crumble. Instead, she takes constructive feedback, discards negativity, and moves forward with even greater determination. Moreover, her emotional resilience extends to her relationships. She is not one to be manipulated or emotionally blackmailed. She sets healthy boundaries and ensures that those in her life respect them. While she values deep connections, she does not tolerate toxic dynamics that drain her energy or compromise her well-being. She knows that walking away from unhealthy situations is a sign of strength, not weakness. Ultimately, emotional resilience is what allows a Sigma female to thrive in any environment. She understands that life is full of uncertainties, but instead of fearing them, she embraces them as challenges to overcome. Her ability to remain calm under pressure, process emotions with wisdom, and maintain her independence makes her a force to be reckoned with. In a world where many are easily swayed by external influences, the Sigma female stands tall, unshaken, unbreakable, and completely in control of her destiny.